What's going on, guys? I want to make this video about why you're addicted to porn. If you're watching this channel, you know about my channel, about NoFap, and how you got into porn and all that. And if you're new to my channel, watch my other videos about this. Okay, why you're addicted to porn. Most people who are addicted to porn, they're really addicted to the dopamine rush. How did they get into porn? Well, they must have had a friend that showed them, or they found it by themselves, and they just, ever since then, they just went like, clicked. Why people watch porn? It could be as an escape. You have a problem, you don't know who to turn to, and you find porn as an escape. People find video games as an escape, drugs, alcohol, etc. But why porn? You really gotta think deep into this topic. Why? In Europe, they have nudity all the time, like literally like naked people in their movies and TV shows, but they do not show you taking human life. You can't shoot somebody and kill them in a movie or in a TV show. They don't show that at all, but they show, pornographic material on their TV shows and movies, and that's called socialization. With that being said, I want you to think about this for a second. Just bear with me. What happens when you start watching porn? You become desensitized, right? You're used to it. Anything that you see vanilla, it's not going to affect you because you're desensitized to it. You're not sensitized to it no more. Now think about the people in Europe. They see someone, in a movie, like an American movie or whatever, take someone's life, like kill them and shoot them. How do you think that's going to affect that person? It's going to fuck them up, right? Because they never seen that before. We see this shit all the time, like in movies and TV shows. Even whenever we're like kids, we see we see movies that are like violent. They kill them or shoot them or have violent graphic scenes like that, right? But it doesn't affect us now because we're normalized to it. Like they normalize that here. But coming from a porn addict myself, if I lived in Europe and I saw, naked women in like movies and TV shows, it wouldn't affect me at all, and I'd be too used to it. So if I saw porn, I'll just be like, it's just kind of like the same as me watching this TV show or this movie that they always show. Like it really doesn't affect them. So with that being said, it's like, it's not like an agenda or anything that they're trying to push on us. But the pornographic, like all the porn that's going on right now, during the pandemic, during like quarantine, everything became free. Pornhub Premium, I think that became free for a little bit. Everybody made an OnlyFans account. With that happening right there, they knew that everybody was in quarantine. So of course they're going to have more porn out there. Everything's going to be free so you can be addicted to it. Now, I'm not going to say that people in Europe, whenever they watch nudity, that if they did have a website where they kill people and shoot them, I don't think they're going to be addicted to seeing that. But the reason why we get addicted to porn is because we're not used to seeing naked people. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially them doing, like, sexual stuff. Because we're taught, like, at a young age, like, sex is, like, very intimate and that it should be with the person you love. So when you see that, in movies, or not movies, when you see that in, like on the internet, like porn, it's just like, wow, like, is that what I have to do when I'm an adult? And then when you do have sex, it's like, it's nothing what you saw in porn. It's just like, that was it. Like, there's no hype. I mean, the hype is fake. There's nothing to it, to be honest. In fact, it can make you feel like shit. Think about this. What was the first porn you saw? It was a male and a female, right? What happened when you started watching that over the years? What did that turn into? Lesbian porn, orgy porn, threesomes, incest, lesbian porn, tentacle porn. All the stuff that you said from whenever you first started watching porn, you're like, you know what? That's just gross. I'm not going to be looking at that. Because you're so used to seeing the male and the woman. That was it. But over time, you started getting into like hardcore shit when it came to watching porn. To the I was gonna say fact and point at the same time. To the point where you couldn't even get aroused by any porn at all, no matter if it's hardcore, violent. Especially you can't get off to vanilla because that was when you first started off. You're desensitized. None of that shit's gonna affect you at all. When I first started watching porn, hold up, it's 11:11. I gotta make my wish real quick. Okay, my clock is right there, by the way. When I first started watching porn, you know, whenever you watch a video on Pornhub and then this random video just pops up or this ad, I was like, ew, gross. I don't want to look at that. It's nasty. Ew. I remember like as the more I started watching more and more porn, the stuff that I said that was disgusting, I started watching that. I started getting up to that. Think about the most nastiest, disgusting thing you can think of right now. Just anything that's just bizarre and abnormal and just so just disgusting. I was getting off to that. Can't believe I'm saying this. Okay, so I remember I was training my brain to like these weird ass fetishes that I didn't even think about in my life. And it just made me so, what's the word, disconnected with my sexuality. No, I was not becoming gay. I was just thinking about my fetishes. My fetishes. And I was just like, you know what? I think porn made my fetishes more strong. How do I say this? Okay, if you have a fetish, right? If you had it from like a young age, from like 4 or 5 years old, you have that fetish in your mind, right? Okay, if you have a fetish from that young, right, before you can even watch porn, if it happens in front of you, that fetish, or you see it in front of you, you're gonna get aroused, right? But since it arouses you in person, you don't know how it's gonna be like in porn. So when you first start watching porn, you're gonna type in your fetish, and then you're gonna see videos of them performing your fetishes in ways that you could never even think of. And then that fetish becomes more stronger and stronger, and it becomes something else. And then it turns into other fetishes that you never even had until now, because that one fetish turned into something relatable to that fetish, and then it turned into something else, and now your brain is just like adapting to those new fetishes because you're training yourself, because every time you beat off to that, it's making your brain light up that dopamine. So now you're in a boat. You're in this rut. If you take the time off to stop watching porn and you think about those fetishes, if you ever stumble across those in real life or in porn, you're gonna get disgusted as fuck. This is my 29th day on NoFap, and my fetishes are fading away slowly. Every time I would relapse, it'll always be a relapse to my fetish. To be honest, I'm just gonna be straight up honest with y'all right now. 99.9% of my relapses was because I always thought about my fetishes. And it's weird too, because if I didn't have that fetish, I wouldn't watch porn. For real, I would not watch porn. I wouldn't even listen. I don't be thinking about lesbian porn. I don't be thinking about people fucking. I'm thinking about my fetish. So that was it. Like every time I thought about my fetish, I'll get more turned on. And as the days and weeks and the months back then, the more I said no, the more I wanted it. Isn't that weird? That's weird, right? When you think about that. That's why I say, if you're on NoFap, don't think about the days. Stop counting the days. Don't think about it, because you're gonna fall into that loop, that dark loop, that horrible path. It literally eats away your soul, And then you become numb to reality, no emotions at all. Shit, bro. Man. Don't fall into that trap. Think about it. If you're on a high streak right now, your brain's gonna trick you. Even if you have that fetish or whatever you have, it could be something so vanilla. It could be a girl. She could be in a bikini. Your brain is gonna be like, you can always start over again. Just click on it. Click that link below. And your brain's gonna try to give you reasons to click on it. Then you click on the link. And then you see all these thumbnails. It's not porn. Let's say it's a Patreon. A couple of days ago, actually, I was watching this girl on YouTube, and she was talking about porn and all that. And I was reading the comments, and there's some bots. You know those bots? Those robots? Those fake accounts? There was a girl in there, and my brain tried to trick me, but since I disabled Safari on my iPhone, I clicked on her profile pic. This is on YouTube, by the way. I went to her about, and I saw this link, and it was her OnlyFans account. Without thinking, I click on the link. And keep in mind, still on YouTube. It's not going to take me to Safari because I disabled it because of that reason. This girl, she had no bra on, but she was like covering her tits. She was covering her boobs like this. She was cupping her breast. And then I just had this guilty feeling. I X'd out of YouTube, man. And I just thought about this. This was today, by the way. That's why I'm making this video. I was thinking about this heavy. I was like, why is she doing this for? That's somebody's daughter. Yeah, she's a bot. But still, that's still a real person. That's still somebody's OnlyFans account. This girl has friends. Maybe. This girl has family. This girl went to school. This girl had teachers. You know, I think deep into this. I really do think into this. I think about her being in school. I think about her teachers, her parents, her friends, seeing her every day, talking to her. I want to get into the psychology about this. Why is she doing this for? Why does she want all this validation? Why is she trying to get this attention? What is she going to gain from all this? Why? I think about that a lot. And without NoFap, I would never have thought about that. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, you're just overreacting. I guess you can say that, but I just really wanted to get into the psychology behind that. Man, if I'm not gonna, first of all, I'm not gonna pay for porn, like OnlyFans account. I'm not gonna pay for that when porn is free. Second of all, I'm not gonna watch porn because I'm on NoFap and I disable my internet browser so I can't even look at it. Third of all, I'm on grayscale. That's just gonna look so uncomfortable to me. Keep in mind, I'm used to grayscale now. I've had it on for about 3 weeks now at this point, and I'm just so used to it now. And fourth of all, why would I ruin a perfectly good streak? I'm on day 29. If I would have relapsed today, I don't know what I would have done. Probably, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I would have relapsed, I would have deleted this whole YouTube channel. I would have been like, you know what, I keep letting my subscribers down. I can't keep a promise to myself. I'm gonna just delete my whole YouTube channel. Plus, I'm so close to day 30. Tomorrow is day 30. That would have been shittier if I relapsed. Fifth of all, it's not worth it. It's not worth watching porn, PMOing. By the way, if you can watch porn and be productive and still be motivated to do your whatever it is, like homework or schoolwork or whatever, exercise, be the best version of yourself, good for you. That's how you know you're not addicted to porn. But if you realize that you're watching porn every day, you're stuck in that trap, and you're unmotivated and you don't feel like your best self, try NoFap. Give it 30 days. All right? Tomorrow's going to be day 30. I'm still going to be doing NoFap. I don't see it as a challenge. It's a lifestyle. This is my life. This is my life. I'm not going to end my life. So leave a like if you enjoy, comment, share, and subscribe, and I hope you learned something new. Peace.